Only 183 words. Welcome back to Writer's Theory. I'm James Winterthorn, and I'm sharing my journey of writing a novel in 90 days. I'm recording all of my efforts, each day's writing. I'm recording, I'm time-lapsing it, and then sharing what that looks like with you. Today, I'm going to do an update. So 3 weeks in, I'm going to share an update with you, review my goals for this project, and really like just share what wasn't a great day of writing. My goal is to hit about 1,000 words a day. And on day 21, I just didn't have it. And so I'll share with you the writing I did do, recap 3 weeks worth of writing, and just move forward from here. So yesterday I ended chapter 3 with Mercer leaving Charles's cabin. With that, I started chapter 4. And so getting into chapter 4, I didn't have a good grasp on the material that I wanted to do. I have an outline, but I still needed to have a little more material in my head. And I was just having a hard time pushing forward with it. So let me share with you the first part of chapter 4. So actually today there's only one part to share. So the only part of chapter 4, I'll share where I'm at, kind of why I struggled, and then we'll recap 3 weeks worth of writing. So here we go. I also went to the dentist this day. I did have cavities filled, so my face wasn't working right. So that might have contributed to my inability to write well. Again, like chapter names, titles, I don't worry about that. This is just a method for me to track where I'm at in the story, especially one where I'm jumping all over the timeline. So I'm not going to keep this called 2 weeks ago part 2. At least I certainly hope not. I hope I have a little more engaging thing. So here, because I have less writing material, I've slowed the video down a little bit. And so when I jump into these editing, or not editing, when I jump into these research moments, you can see a little more clearly. Like, I've done a little research. I want to get a visual about what he might be experiencing here. And here, he got shot. He presented his gift to the natives that he saw back at the end of chapter 2. And so we're picking up where that left off. And so I want this to be from his perspective about what he's seeing and smelling and experiencing. We're doing my best to have the descriptions be the focus here. But I just don't have a great grasp for what that's going to look like. So it's just taken me an effort to get this done. Trying to throw in a little bit of humor there, since like I kind of had this situation happen in the last chapter too. And so I might end up breaking it up. You can see I didn't get that far. 183, there's my little shrug. So part of that was there's a couple factors here. First, like, just physically wasn't feeling it. And then I'm starting a new chapter, so I don't have a lot of momentum, and I'm relying on an outline that may not be telling the story exactly that I want, but it's close. So I know where I want to go. I just don't know what it looks like yet, and just really need a day to stew on it and to carry that forward. But now I started the chapter. I made a little bit of progress, and then it's time to then I can get back into this easier starting on the next day. So with that, there's not much writing here, but there is a line of the day. So let's go over the line of the day. Mercer stirred under strong aromas of sage and juniper. So this is good. This is a good descriptive interaction. So he's smelling these, obviously, and it's affecting him. When you only write 183 words, you don't have a lot to choose from. So, but that's my line of the day from beginning of day 21, or all of day 21, as it were. So that brings me to, I'm not going to continue to talk about how I didn't write so much today. Just some days are just that way. That's okay. But this is day 21, which means that's 3 weeks worth of writing. And this is the most consistent I've been in a long time writing a story. And it feels really good, even when I have these moments where I struggle a little bit. The progress I'm making here is just great. I still need to come back and clean the story up, add some scenes, make sure if I have any typos, I've got that corrected. Those kinds of things still need to happen. But in terms of just getting a rough draft done, this is fantastic progress. I don't know that I could be more pleased with what I've done here. So very excited about that. Like my goal is to write 1,000 words each day, and in which case I will get to 80,000 words before this project is done. And once that's done, I will go through and clean up any of these scenes, do any rewriting I need to do, and then I'm going to do an efficient edit, at least as efficiently as I can without spending a lot of time and a lot of money. So much money can be spent in editing, and certainly time. From there, I'll create some cover art, and I'll take that whole package, an edited manuscript with the cover art, and I'm going to publish directly to Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. From there, anybody will be able to buy the ebook. There is an option to buy a printed book. I'm very curious to see what those printed books look like, so I will share that with you when I get to that point. But that's my goals. Write a novel in less than 90 days. Do all the rewrites. Edit it. Cover art. Publish it. And I'm going to share all of that with you and go from there. So those are my goals. And I'm making great progress so far. And I'm glad that you're along for this journey with me. I hope this inspires you to write your own stories. And at the very minimum, you get to see what drafting a novel looks like. If you're interested in the course that I'm using, it's N90 Novel Roadmap. I'll drop a link below. Feel free to check it out. No pressure. But if you're curious and you want to follow along with me in the fashion that I'm writing this book, it's there for you. I'll even throw in a discount for anybody that's going through YouTube to find that course. Otherwise, like and subscribe. You can follow me on this journey all the way up to the end, and I will see you tomorrow. Mercer stirred sauce.